You told me I needed help. Levi Nichs got himself a banger. Oh, let's see what we got here. Let's see now. Of course, right now, Raymond's doing a live stream, and I think Jesus Enrique Rosas and Hammerhand probably is doing a live stream in about an hour. So, okay, let's rock and roll. Mystery Man, Singapore. Purr, 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 purr. I'm a genius. I don't know this guy. You don't know Levi Nichs. He's actually pretty good. He's pretty good. Mystery Man, Kevin Killjoy. Hello, Kevin. Yeah, he's got a good channel. He's about 200K, and he's aight. He's aight. I just thought I'd do a quick one before the big wigs start getting into Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Let's hit it.
What's up, y'all? Got a banger from Man Talk. Let's get straight into it.
Life is so funny because, like, one day.
Now, you're going to have to look at this woman over here who is not unattractive. I mean, she's not fugly. You know? She ain't fugly. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I would. So maybe this sheik from Saudi Arabia or whatever this person was dating, I just kind of like the natural type of woman. And okay, I can understand that. Yeah, instead of some fake, whatever. Tatted up freak show with fake everything. Okay, all right. Let's see. So let's listen to her story and see what we can figure out here.
You're living in a $10,000 a month apartment.
What? $10,000 a month apartment. Unfortunately, in some places, a $10,000 a month apartment would be down in the hood, down at the barber shop. That's kind of like almost nothing these days. But okay, she's making her point. This guy had moolah. He was swimming in the money. You know what I mean? And somehow this guy swimming in cash, obviously probably 6 foot tall, 6'3", all the six packs, all the abs, all the money, all the money, all the. He went for her. See,
$1,000 a month apartment.
That is crazy.
Like,
That's a lot of money.
I'd say that's bullshit.
Getting to do whatever you want and eating at Michelin star restaurants all the time and go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, if you get hooked up with a rich dude that doesn't care about his money, sure. Yeah. Hey, let's drop another $3,000. Oh, yeah, sure. Get the Cristal. Yeah. What the hell? It's only a few $1,000s, right? Okay. So allegedly, this young little sweetheart here was living the high life on someone else's dime. You know what I mean? Never heard those stories before. No. You always hear the stories about those loser men who live off the high life of the cougars, right? That's all the time, right?
Going on a vacation to the Amman Hotel in Sri Lanka and then extending.
The Amman Hotel in Sri Lanka. I mean, should we even look it up, or is she just making shit up? The Amman Hotel in Sri Lanka. Why would you want to? Nothing against Sri Lanka. Don't take me wrong here. Isn't it called Ceylon now, or they changed? Whatever. Why would you go there? I mean, you've got all the money in the world, and I'm sure it's a wonderful place, and the people are great and everything. But then they just go through a civil war. Why would you be go to some place like Bali or something, or fuck it, man? You know, rent a yacht. I mean, this guy has all kinds of money. Why would you have to stay anywhere? Just saying.
Ending the trip and going to Singapore and staying at the Ritz-Carlton.
Mm-hmm.
And
so she's say it with me, name dropper, ba ba ba. Michelin star, I've got some place in Sri Lanka. And now at the Ritz-Carlton in Singapore. Just don't chew gum there. You get caned and shit.
You're with this man who you think you're going to marry, and he's made you financially dependent on him over the.
Now, did he ever tell you, yes, we're going to get married. You're the love of my life. You're my sweetheart. You're my baby. Let's spoon or whatever. Did he tell you that? Or was this another imagination game you're playing with yourself?
And you're with this man who you think you're going to marry, and he's made you financially dependent on him over the.
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. This man forced you to take his money. The accountability game never ends. They have no accountability for their own fucking choices in their own life. This guy forced her to take money from him. I don't think so. I don't think so. She saw this man flashing the cash. It's like, yeah, I want some of that. But he made me financially dependent on him. I'm thinking this has got to be a spoof here. This is ridiculous. Let's find
over the course of the relationship.
Now, let's put that through our
relationship. Really? Did he ever say that? Or were you just part of the party? You know what I mean? You were just like, yeah, you can come along to Sri Lanka here, but, I got 17 other girls. I'm going to be on the yacht. You can stay at the Ritz-Carlton there in Sri Lanka. The rest of us are going to stay on the yacht. You know what I mean? All right. Have a wonderful night. Oh, yeah, I'll pay for it. But, yeah, you're not coming to the party tonight, though.
Poor baby. You got flown out to Sri Lanka and Singapore and got to go to all these nice restaurants. You were
made her financially dependent on him. Okay. Here we got the are you strong and independent or aren't you? Schrodinger's feminist. Are you strong and independent? You go, girl, boss, babe, or you're a weak, pathetic victim? Which one? Depends on the day, huh?
just so oppressed. You poor thing. As a man, that would never happen to us, bro. It'd be impossible to find a girl willing to do that for us.
And then you get into a fight one night, and
you get into a fight one night, just one night of this whole relationship, right? This is what we're supposed to believe. First time in your relationship, you got into a fight. What was the fight about? Oh, he's an evil man.
He turns ice cold and cuts you off financially completely, and you have no cards because you've been using.
You have no cards. So as soon as this guy said, I'm going to pay for everything, you threw away your fucking cards. Your credit cards, your passport, all I can do, just throw it away. I'm thinking this is somebody doing they're doing some funsies here. This is stupid.
Know your worth, King.
His card, so you don't have any money on you, and while you're sleeping,
while you're sleeping, here maybe we get to the crux of the story.
Has his friend go over to the apartment that you guys have shared since like the lease began and moved in together, and like.
Mm-hmm. Yes, his apartment because he pays for the lease. You've obviously already told us you don't pay for shit. So it's his apartment, not your apartment, not our apartment. It's his apartment.
It was our apartment.
Nope. No, it wasn't. It was his apartment.
No, sweetie.
So are we the victim now again? Or are you strong and independent? You go, girl. Not sure.
Nah, it's his apartment. You was just a guest.
Yeah. He's paying for the whole thing because obviously she doesn't have any credit cards or money or anything because she's the victim of something. And oh my God, he's going to take care of me. And
I love that this guy cut her off as soon as she wasn't being his piece.
Oh, you know you know what was happening here. Can you take a guess, guys? Can you take a guess? See, she's not going to come out and tell you straight because, I mean, that's too easy. That's too easy, isn't it? No. You got to read between the lines.
Because if she's not going to be your piece, she's probably going to be a piece of the problem.
And has his friend pack up all of your stuff and then drop it outside of your friend's apartment in his hallway.
Well, your friend
Has his friend pack up all of your stuff and then drop it outside of your friend's apartment in his hallway.
I think I see maybe there's a reason why here. Maybe this rich, evil sumbitch found out you were getting diddled by another stick. You know? Oh, no, but he's my friend. Oh, really? Is that right? So you're getting your you're getting your oats rolled by someone else. Oh, my God. And Mr. Rich Boy said, nah, I don't think so.
Has his friend pack up all of your stuff and
His friend pack up all your stuff and drop it where?
then drop it outside of your friend's apartment in his
Your friends.
hallway.
So you're getting your cue ball chalked up by someone. Okay. Well, now it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Because he was like, no. I'm going to pay for all this shit, but you're my baby. And she's like, oh, no, you're repressive. I'm going to go fuck the pool boy. Okay.
Savage.
Says find your way back to New York, and it's January. So when I get back to New York, I will have technically nowhere permanent to live.
Okay. So this girl here, technically, I'll have nowhere permanent to live. Well, she's probably right. She probably doesn't have an apartment waiting for her, where she can just move in. It's my apartment. She's probably right. So her words are not false. But that doesn't mean she doesn't have a place to go, like her parents, her granddad, her auntie, another one of these friends. I mean, it's just such fucking nonsense. Come on now.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah, so they got into a fight. What I want to know is what
You know what she was getting a fight over? She was getting her diddle stick. She was trying a monkey branch, and Mr. Richman said, go ahead. I'm done.
what was the fight about? What did you guys talk about? What was going on? If you were
Ditch is being dug by another shovel. Yeah, oh my God.
ungrateful, then I think you deserve to get cut off.
Stupid.
Because how dare you be ungrateful to a man that is sitting there funding your entire lifestyle? So it's I don't know. I gotta see where this is gonna go.
Yeah, because of course, this rich dude, he probably had a half a dozen or more of these type of women hanging around. She's like, well, if he can do it, I can do it too. Okay. Then you get kicked out. But that's not fair. Okay, well, then don't participate in the game then. Okay. Don't go hang out with some rich guy from Dubai who's got 17 other women that are better than you and then think you can diddle with somebody else's pool cue. Go on.
And there's absolutely nothing I can do because I wasn't on the lease.
And even if you were on the lease in Singapore, what are you going to do? You didn't pay for a goddamn thing. Why the hell would you be on the lease? Oh, my God.
And he was calculating in that.
And
He was calculating in that. Or did you come up and say to him, hey, Sultan of Swing, I tell you what, I'll pay for half of this if you put me on the lease. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nope.
as every rich man should be. And guys, pay attention.
Yeah, he made the right move.
Mm.
He wasn't a sucker. Any guy that can afford stuff like that, $10,000 a month,
Yep.
penthouse, freaking apartment, can
$120,000 a year in rent. Oh, God.
travel to Sri Lanka and say, I'm just going to extend the trip. Boy, you got
Please rate your ads experience on YouTube recently. Good, average, poor, or whatever. Okay, where's my mouse? Great.
bags on bags on bags.
And obviously, this is partially my fault for making the mistake.
Oh
of
my
becoming
God!
financially-
Excuse me. What did she say? No way.
And obviously, this is partially my fault for
Oh my God.
making the mistake of becoming financially dependent on someone when I
No. It's not a mistake. You chose that. So you're right. It is your fault.
really didn't need to. Like, I had a career.
Uh-huh. She had a career. And she had money.
Yeah, but hyper.
What was this career? Being a barista?
Oh.
Being a bartender? Being a mixologist? Sorry, that's not a career. Bro,
She was probably a women's science major in somewhere in New York at Columbia or something. Oh my God, I got a career being an indoctrination person.
let me define to you guys really quick, because some of you guys were in the comments in an old video giving me some heat about saying being a nurse isn't a career. Cass is
So I could. Jason Bordax. Yes. So I can focus on my career. Okay. Well, we all got our choices to make. Women have obviously a lot more options with respect to moving with a guy in an apartment in Singapore. But okay, you can do whatever you want
as a
to.
nurse. Being a nurse is a job. You want to know why?
Yeah.
A career insinuates that there's upward mobility, right?
Yeah.
You start off as this.
Well, I don't know, whatever, Levi, but I think they say career because I believe they believe it sounds more impressive. Well, I got a job down there at the factory. My career, you see what I mean? Or I got a job down at the whatever, right? I'm pushing papers at the insurance company. Well, I have a career in insurance sales or whatever. It's like, yeah, okay.
You can get a promotion to manager. You can get a promotion to VP.
Unless you own the company, you're just a grunt. Forget about it. You don't have a career. You got a goddamn job. You got to clock in. Most of us are like that.
You can get a promotion to senior president, and then you can be CFO. That is a career where there's upward mobility. When you're a nurse, just because you're a nurse for 35 years doesn't mean you're going to be a doctor after 40 years. Nursing is not a career. It's a job, and it's a good job. But the thing is, as a nurse, if you want upward mobility, you have to go get certifications. You have to go get other degrees. You don't just become a doctor after being a nurse for 50 years. It does.
I mean, there's a lot of different nurses too. So I don't necessarily agree with his idea. I think they just say career because it sounds better than the paper pusher at the Allstate Insurance Company in Bowlington, Illinois, or something.
Doesn't work like that. In corporate America, a career insinuates that there's upward mobility. Chat, do you agree with this?
Yeah.
Do you agree with certain things that are just jobs? Certain things.
You could say I have a career, but I'm not going anywhere up from that.
Things they are careers. Like, let's say you wanted to be like what I did, corporate sales. I was thinking I was going to do, and that was going to be my career, corporate sales. I started off as an SDR, which is a sales development representative.
Well, sales is more. We could have a long talk on this.
Then I became an account executive. Then I became I became senior vice president, C3 if I would have a job. Agree with that because no upward mobility. It's just going to be the same thing. Maybe you get paid more later on in life for the experience that you have, but like I said, a nurse is just a job. A hairdresser, it could be a career, but most of the time it's just a job. A psychologist, that's more or less kind of a career, but at the end of the day, it's still a job. After you're a psychologist, it's like you're just a psychologist. There's no upward mobility from that.
Well, I have a lot of money in savings.
Nice. Oh, really? Well, then you've got no problem.
Especially for my age, so I'm all good there.
Okay, so then call your bank and have them wire some money over to you. Then you go home. It's easy.
The context is like I lost my credit card, so I was using his.
I lost my credit card
When we were in Singapore.
What does that mean? I mean, what's the backstory? It ran out because you weren't using it or something. You didn't renew it because you had your money. You got your sugar baby, your sugar daddy. Is that what happened? I don't think you just lost your credit card. That sounds like a bunch of horse shit. Deceptions.
So when I say he left me penniless, I mean like I didn't have access to my bank accounts at that time and place.
Bullshit. No. You are lying.
You mean stupid?
That just sounds like you were being irresponsible. Stupid. And like and this chick is mid at best.
Yeah. It's I'm starting to smell a rat here on this story.
You had all this going for you and you screwed the pooch? You should have stayed in line.
She screwed
You should have just
she screwed the pooch. She screwed her friend. We're just friends.
Just, hunkered down, kept your mouth shut.
That's all you got to do.
Two, regarding
I mean, that or be careful if if you're going to screw the friend. Wait till Mr. Moneybags, Mr. Daddy Warbucks, is out on the yacht where he can't find out.
the apartment, we only moved in like 3 months ago.
And
And
you screwed it up after 3 months?
Damn.
Good Lord, you must have been a headache.
I wasn't like working, taking as many freelance projects during those 3 months.
Freelance projects. What? Got another one of these digital crypto girls or something. Well, I was going to do some marketing, and then I was going to write, some code or whatever. What freelance projects like what? What you've been working on, baby?
Freelance projects during those 3 months. Does that sound like a career, chat?
No.
Does that sound like a career? Sounds like side jobs. Sounds like BS. This sounds like busy work in the adult world.
Sounds like she got rich daddy, and she decided to be a dilettante, so to speak, on something. I kind of like to do this once in a while. I'll do I'll blah 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 blah. And she met Mr. Richie Rich Boy and said, fuck that. I'm just going to move in that apartment. You know
Side
what I mean?
projects.
In Singapore.
Stop it, bro. Freelance projects. Stop it.
Because we were working on a project together. We were
Somebody with that kind of money doesn't have to fucking work. So this might be a crypto bro. You know what I mean? Might be a crypto. Oh, he bought Bitcoin when it was 3 cents, and now he's a trillionaire. Okay, good for him. Yeah. But if you have that much money, you don't need to work. I fucking would.
We're going to open a venue. So I was doing like
a venue. So what is she? She's opening a venue. What the heck?
Because we were working on a project together, we were going to open a venue.
What kind of venue? What are we talking about here? Nightclub? Something like that?
So I was doing like creative, hiring architects, finding a space.
He was going to open up a venue.
He's like building a team, etc. And that's something I would have been paid out from like down the road.
Oh, I see. You thought
You were using him as an investor.
Well. Now we're getting down to the brass tacks.
And you were just going to say, I'm Sylvester, and I'm going to organize everything, honey. It looks like you were just looking for a sucker, and he probably smelled that you saw blood in the water and just diggity dipped. Yeah. I can't blame this guy.
Like the most like stressful part of this whole thing is just like all of a sudden not having housing.
Right. Okay. Are you telling me that this woman here, relatively attractive, I mean, she's not great, but she's hot enough. She ain't got no parents. Daddy, my sugar daddy, he dumped me in Singapore. I have no money. You think daddy isn't going to send a bunch of money over there? Get the fuck out of here.
I never in a million years
bullshit
thought he would give me 0 notice and like,
oh, shut up.
sweetie, I don't know if you're
I mean, why does he owe you anything? You're living rent free. You're a literal financial succubus.
You're a rich girl, and you gone too far, and you found a man who doesn't put up with your bullshit like daddy. And then, oh my God, it's the end of the world.
You're taking all of his money, taking his resources, enjoying those. Why would he have to give you any notice? You hear how entitled she is? I deserve to have a notice to let me know. Hey, so what was the argument about? I'd like to hear his side. Look at the comments. Look at the comments here. Hey, so what was the argument about? What was the argument about?
or asking in your comment section what the argument was about.
Well, she was tapping the pool to the pool boy, the other rich pool boy in the building. So, who evidently could also afford to pay $10,000 a month. You know what I'm saying?
But that's irrelevant because, sweetie, let me tell you something that
Well, she just wants to play the victim. She doesn't want to own up to anything she's actually done.
No way. Come on now.
And she just wants to play the victim, bro. Simple as that.
Yeah. Not her fault. It's always she's the victim. She's a woman. And he did this to me and he did that to me. It's like, well, excuse me. Didn't you make the choice to? Nope.
Because I almost biggity bet you if she told us what the argument was about, more than likely we'd all think that she is
Stupid.
But that's neither here or there. All right, let's hop into the Discord. We got something from A. Fogelson. I prefer body acceptance over body positivity.
Can't wait to hear this. Go ahead.
What is this girl yelling about?
Stop asking research questions to chat, and they are difficult.
Despise a lot of aspects of the body positivity movement. Here's truth number one. Many of the reasons women feel the need to alter their bodies, get surgeries, and wear certain clothes that shape them in a certain way, it's all rooted in misogyny. When we
nobody saw that coming.
Wear certain clothes that shape them in a certain way, it's all rooted in misogyny.
Okay, let's assume it is. Let's assume it's all misogyny and man, and we hate women. Then don't participate. Don't make yourself purdy for these guys. Just don't do that. Don't get your surgery. Don't do this. Don't wear that. Be a strong, independent woman. You go, girl. No, it's always something or some invisible force in society that's forcing them somehow to do all these things.
We
right?
talk about BBLs, but we talk about lip injections, which I have, by the way. Any
Well, then don't. There you go.
sort of cosmetic
I mean, come on.
You can't make this stuff up.
body altering, when we talk about that, we also need to talk about the beauty standards that have made us feel like we need them. The more we
I don't know what makes you feel whatever, but you can always say, no, I'm not going to do that. I know. It's amazing. Now, why do you suppose they'd go off and do all this shit? Well, because the men that they want, they believe the men that they want. Can you, was it just get dark in here? So, sorry, the sun just went down. The men that they want all this shit. That's what they believe.
acknowledge that, the more we can unlearn it.
You see these hoochie coos, going to the NFL or the sports, but the ball player, I got to do that too.
Right. Now, here's the second truth.
But you don't. You don't have to do that, sweetie.
The beauty standards that have been put onto you are based on your own insecurities. What is that?
Mm-hmm. Or your own opinion on, hey, that Laker player goes with the girl with the BBL and the lips and the fake tits and the thing and whatever. I got to do that too. It's society. I know. You could just not do that.
That have to do with men? What does your insecurities and your low self-esteem have to do with men? Please tell me. Educate me. I want to be educated here.
There's got to be a reason why there's a certain segment of women these days that got 6-inch fucking fingernails. There's got to be a reason for that, because you can't even wipe your ass with those. Or eat or work, God forbid.
Any woman who has ever told me to love myself and that I'm perfect and I don't need any sort of surgery and I don't need to wear Spanx, they've all been skinny women. It's real.
So we got one of those things going on here.
Need any sort of surgery and I don't need to wear Spanx. They've all been skinny women. It's
okay.
Really easy to attack other women for succumbing to or promoting the beauty standard when you were born into the beauty standard. And
yeah, but you don't have to do that though. At the end of the day, it's still up to you, sweetie. You don't have to do that. No one's forcing you. No one.
I am so sick of celebrities who are this big starting these campaigns telling young girls, just look in the mirror and love yourself every day. It's not that easy, Jennifer. I know myself, and I know that there will never be a single day in my life where I wake up and look in the mirror and say, you know what? I love my thighs. I love my body. I love every inch of it because it does what it's supposed to. My eyelashes catch my sweat. Yeah, they do. Here's what I do think when I look in the mirror. I think, damn, I wish my thighs were skinnier. That's okay for me to think. And I say,
eat less.
You know what? I love my chest and I love my eyes. It is
I'm
not
sure a lot of men do too. I'm sure a lot of men love your chest, honey.
Oh,
Human to love every inch of your body. And you need to stop telling girls that they need to love everything about themselves. What they should practice is accepting themselves, okay? Body neutrality. I can confidently say now as a grown woman, I accept
are you sure about that?
everything about myself. I accept things that I want to change. I accept the things that I will never be able to change. And I love the things that I love.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, I heard a quote the other day that I actually agree with. The things that you're not changing, you're choosing. So if you're mad that you're a big back, you're mad that you don't look a certain way or something like that, well, you're choosing it. Yeah, especially when it comes to your weight and things like that. Like, you can change your weight pretty easily. Just put the fork down. Crazy concept, I know. This one comes from A. Fogelson as well. This is from the Whatever Dating podcast. Feminist hates age gap relationships. All right.
I'm going to just grant to you that it's gross, creepy, icky, whatever. So why don't you make a compelling argument in terms of the benefits to the man, say a 35-year-old man, why he should date a 35-year-old woman over a 25-year-old?
See, that's like that's taking
It's robbing the cradle. It's icky.
the whole
Stupid.
argument out of context because
It's
the
not
whole
taking it out of context at all.
because the whole point is that
What is the point, sweetie?
it's exploitative or predatory
how's it-
for the older
Really? So someone who's 25 years old is not an adult?
man to go after the younger woman because the benefits of going after a younger
But the thing is, don't you ladies want older men? Huh?
woman is that you
Yes. And then until they get older, then they want men. Why don't you love me? We went to high school together. Oh.
have somebody that's less experienced, doesn't really know what they want, so you can mold them and
Yeah, nobody cares about your goddamn experience because they're not talking about living and traveling and working. They're talking about fucking. Yes, thank you. Well, they have less experience fucking all these guys. Yes.
and form them into having the life that
Oh my God. Dude, and that's because navigating the dating scene can be tough, but so can dealing with the aftermath of an
There you go.
and they deserve dollars millions. If you've been Levi, somebody want a sweet potato wrapped in jerky? Look, that looks pretty good. I'm freezing the
I asked you earlier, what don't men want? And you said
Candace Owen. Okay.
promiscuity. Well, that seems about the only thing that's being
promiscuity, plastic surgery. Those are things we definitely don't want.
offered right now.
I mean, that's the one thing that women can't accept, or well, some modern women. Men don't want you to go out and bone 150 guys. Oh, but that's so controlling. It's the patriarchy and men are evil. Okay. Well, then go ahead and do that. And then when you're 37 with a few cats, already warming up on eating your toes off, you know what I mean? And your box wine. Wow, but men should want this. Well, men don't want that. Gravity should be not gravity. We shouldn't fall off of cliffs, but it is what it is. Well, but men shouldn't because they're evil misogynists. Okay, believe whatever you want. That's fine. But when you're 37 and you got a bottle of or a box of box wine and your cats and the cat stink in your house, the stank litter box need to be cleaned and there ain't no one in sight. But it's not fair. Men should they do, but they don't. But they don't. But it's not. Yeah, I mean, you can accept reality or not. It's really up to you. All right, guys. Hammer Hands coming up in a little while. You guys have a wonderful evening. Talk to you soon. Bye.